The Packers wrapped up their offseason program this week, and now it's 5 weeks until training camp. And Jordan Love likes where they're at.
Been a lot of progress being made. Obviously, we got all the installs in. Pretty much our whole playbook's in right now. So just getting all that in, letting the young guys kind of learn, see everything, go through it kind of twice. But it's been good. It's been a lot of progress. I think we got playmakers on offense. I think all the weapons we have at receiver and both tight end, and then running back as well. We got guys that can make plays. They're catching the ball really well right now, and I think once everybody just gets rolling, gets comfortable with the offense, and being where they need to be every play, that the sky's the limit for us.
One of the biggest attributes of all those playmakers is speed. It's obvious that as the team got younger, that Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst wanted to get some more speed out on the field. But can these young men stack success from OTAs into training camp? Some extra work with QB1 can't hurt.
No, I'll try and throw with as many guys as I can for sure. You kind of got to organize it, just let people know where you're at, and just kind of let people play off that whenever they can, make time to get out there.
Based on previous work and interviews, I expect Romeo Doubs and Aaron Jones to be part of those offseason workouts, and Jaden Reed, based on his work ethic and desire to get out there and make plays, will probably be among that group as well. All in all, the Packers couldn't have asked for a better turnout during OTAs, having many veterans that were there throughout the OTA process and only 3 that missed mandatory minicamp. Among those who missed time during involuntary workouts was Jaire Alexander, Rasul Douglas, and Jonathan Garvin. While it might have been nice to have those veteran cornerbacks there throughout the voluntary portion of workouts, it's not a huge deal, as those reps went to some of those young guys on the squad that really need the opportunity to step up and make a name for themselves. And now, with those veterans back in the room, it poses the question of what is the ideal implementation of our cornerbacks? Having Jaire play in the slot more might be a good answer, but it was clear earlier in the offseason that Matt LaFleur wanted to give Keyshawn Nixon his shot in that role. Given the nature of Stokes' injury, I think he'll sit a little bit longer, and then we'll see some of what that might bear out later with Jaire in the slot. And this young guy here is someone who's turned heads a bit in camp as well, and that's Valentine. Until Stokes returns, he's likely the next man up at outside cornerback. And then there's the question of safety. Anthony Johnson Jr. might be able to make a play for the starting role. And as previously mentioned, Jonathan Garvin was back, and here you see him working on a pursuit drill with the defensive line group. But for the most part, all eyes were on first-round pick Lukas Van Ness, and he just looks different. He's fast, explosive off the line, and you see him working through some of these drills here, getting some coaching up from Jerry Montgomery on technique as he rushes off the edge. Some of the best value of this pick is his versatility, having played interior defensive line at Iowa as well as edge. We can kind of see him filling into that Zadarius Smith type of role where he just jumps around the line and offers some variance in that pass rush set. The young guys up front from this past draft class have an opportunity to make a name for themselves up front, and they're taking advantage of the tips, tricks, and advice the veterans offer.
Pretty much the whole D-line, Kenny, TJ, D-Y, and we got a great D-line coach, so they give me a lot of tips and pointers to keep me on my game.
Matt said the install is all in. Was it difficult picking up the playbook for you, or was that something that was pretty quick to get?
At first, it was pretty difficult. And then, after a while, you do your studying when you go back home and stuff, so it slows down for you. So, just studying on my own made more sense to me when I was by myself, so definitely helped. Anything I can do to help the team win, I feel like it's an accomplishment. I really don't look for stats or anything like that. Anything I can do to help the team win, I'll be happy about.
And while that may seem a bit cliche coming from the young guys, it seems to be a trend with all of the Packers rookies from this draft class. They're all just looking for their opportunity to get out there and do whatever they can to help the team, rather than seeking personal glory. The team has obviously forged a tight bond, and it's only going to grow stronger throughout the regular season. And Jaire made that obvious as he interrupted Jordan Love's interview.
How do you feel like your leadership has grown?
QB1, man.
Come on, man.
Best QB in the league right here,
What's
man.
up, John Money?
Now tell him stop trying me, though. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, John.